Yeah, for sure. All right, homie.
Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone-Pickens Stadium. It's the Houston Cougars and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the Cowboys head coach told me before the game, focus is going to be essential, play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week. 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Carney. He'll get rid of it. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Cowboys offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Jones. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Wants to throw. It's Carney. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Keeps it on the option. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Searching for space. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different amount.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. 3rd and long right here. Hawkins. Back open in the middle. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. He would have loved to have been able to throw the ball past the first down sticks, couldn't get it done, and they couldn't create enough room off the dump down, Jesse.
So let's give credit to the defense then in coverage, taking all of the throws away and also doing a nice job of keeping the football in front of them, and then great effort making that tackle, setting up 4th.
He's going to take off. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. And off to Jones. He's got the 1st down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Cowboys back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Out wide right, it's Moore. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great catch and run for 6.
And the offense gets 7 on that drive. And I tell you what, man, like, they got 3. They got some good momentum going. Continued the momentum, creating some big plays. Palmer, this offense feels like right now, early in this football game, that they're in control, that they know what they want to do, and the defense is reeling a little bit.
Yeah, the defense needs a stop bad the next time they come out. They've got to go back. They've got to get on the iPads. They've got to take a look at what this offense is doing to attack them, because they do look like they're on their heels right now. Obviously giving up a field goal early, but now a touchdown. The next time they take the field, they absolutely need a stop.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Houston offense comes onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Sets his feet. It's Carney. Finds his big tight end. On the stop.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Under pressure. Avoids pressure on the right. Sweet cut there. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Houston will be forced to punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Hidden yardage, the big play. Special teams coming through.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Houston sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up with the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Reese?
Okay, Holly. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Selling the fake. Catch in the middle. It's Ezukama. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing into a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Sets his feet. It's Carney. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete on third down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
Holly, what update do you have on that?
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Hawkins. Left side is Francis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Makes him talk to the hand. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Finds his target. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Trying to convert this 2nd and short. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's Francis. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hawkins can hold on in the face of the contact. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
The Cowboys are threatening in the red zone. The handoff. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the...
Got it! He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Hawkins to throw for it, on 4. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Takes the handoff, it's good. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Keeping his eyes downfield. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he's still running after the move. Breaks free, and he might be gone. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Look out. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Cougars will go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout Houston, their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back to pass, it's Carney. Out wide left, it's Burks. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to run it. They were all over it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many 1st downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 10 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Going to the run to start this second half. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Hawkins. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And the Cowboys will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Making his first move. Here comes the Houston offense once again. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt. I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Turning it on! And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to throw, it's Carney. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David, everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Trying to escape. It's a fumble on the play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession.
Oh my God. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dudes on the ball. Everybody missed. And yes.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing second and long from the 19. Taken down.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, and we pick up of a couple. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Holly, what do you have?
Hey, guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Long way to go on second down. Hawkins still looking. He is sacked way behind the line of...
Free runner on the 4-man board. That wasn't even a fucking play. Oh yeah, he flipped it. Okay, let's go play. I didn't see that.
It's just a catastrophic play there.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
So I need the mic and Ross good.
Calls his own number. Fights off the defender. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Turns it upfield. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to establish the run. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Give to the running back. He's got enough. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. He got a step and just dusted the field. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Good. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pressure's there and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Drops back. It's Carney. Extending the play. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. 2nd and long here. This time they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in.
Hi.
What's up?
My eye has gotten progressively more swollen throughout the day. Is this normal?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. I think so.
Sure you think so?
You have decided. Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't that big like earlier today. It literally was not like this.
Yeah, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I was calling to get your expertise, Mr. EMT.
Yeah, you'll be fine. If it keeps getting bigger, then it'll just be swollen for a while. A couple days.
So I'm not like bleeding to death under there or nothing?
No. I mean, does it feel like it's liquid behind it?
I don't know.
Push it. No. No, you're fine.
Okay.
It will be heavier and bigger if it was like blood. But
There is like this spot up here that's like red. Sorry, this is gross. Well, not super gross. It's like red up there. Is that okay?
yeah, it's probably just bruised.
Okie dokie.
Is that where you hit your head?
I don't know what happened. That's where the stitches are.
Yeah, just bruised. No, I've seen way worse than that. I see way worse than that. Where's Dad at? Oh, really? How long you gotta stay inside? It's like 2 days. Make sure you keep it covered. I already told you that, but at least for now, for sure. Gotcha. What? Just swelling? Sometimes you don't swelling yourself up. It doesn't start until like a day or two after. No, I think you had that already. You take any medication? Antibiotic? Tylenol? No, you're fine. They gave it to you, you take it. Oh, what did they give you? Oh, why did they give you anything? They give you a prescription for pain meds? Have you had pain? Is it working? Should give you something stronger than, well, I guess. Yeah, probably got some like Oxycontin or something. That's true. But still, it shouldn't give you, what they would give you still is, ain't what they taking up the street. They gave you some? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff, but of course, fentanyl is really good too. You what? When? Why? You're fine. If you don't go to the ER, go to like a urgent care or something. It's way cheaper. Well, I don't know if they'll pay for 2 ER visits though. I don't know though. I don't know. But that's also not like an ER thing that you go to anyway. Y'all got any like 24-hour urgent cares? Well, that's what you would go to. You're welcome. All right. See ya. Bye.
They'll try to get it in with the run.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on third and goal? And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talk.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Looking for a man. It's Carney. Rushes on. Fires to the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. He's got an open man. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. To give as they work on that clock. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needs it. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Moving the pocket, it's Carney. On the move, he fires. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try?
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third down. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players try